Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that brain.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Who album did you just?
Boosie better than Boosie Brothers.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, he better than be the coldest single rapper out here now for this new generation.
I heard you cold. I ain't gonna front. I did hear the Boosie.
Huh.
She cold. She is
Okay.
cold.
I heard she was cold.
Okay.
I heard that a while ago,
She be
actually.
clowning. She be
Yeah,
clowning.
yeah, I
That's
gotta hear it.
crazy.
Hmm.
For a female, she be clowning.
Yeah, I heard she was cold. Yeah, I heard this probably a couple years back, probably about a year ago, maybe last year or the year before. But I definitely heard her name buzzing like crazy. They kept saying that Boosie's daughter's fire.
Whose name?
Boosie's daughter.
Boosie's daughter.
Name is.
Oh, okay. Nice. She raps now?
No, she
She
been
been
rapping.
rapping.
Oh,
She was
okay.
cold. She's got a buzz now. Like it's really like that. She
Yeah,
really cold. That's what I heard.
Hmm.
her and her youngest brother rap. So, you know Poison Ivy.
You said Poison Ivy.
Yeah, that's her name.
Josiah, you never heard her before?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she
I'm not
called.
I,
hip.
I swear to God, I played you when he was there.
I don't remember. I know about Scar
Uh,
Black. You told me about her. The last time you told me about a rapper that was called, you told me about Scar Black. That's from Natty. So that's all I remember really.
she from the Natty.
No, she's not from
Scar
there.
Black is.
Oh yeah,
Yup. Yup. She went on tour with Chris Brown.
for real?
Yup.
Yeah,
Sure did.
That's cold. I ain't hip.
yeah, she did a whole song with him.
Yeah, I ain't hip to
Yup.
that. That's cold.
Yeah,
Demon, I'm telling you, man, it's the women's division. Just like the WWE, the women's division in rap is taking over
Yes, sir.
for real.
You know what, Beasley? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
there's a lot of female
Yup.
rappers that cold. There's a lot of female Christian rappers that I heard that's crazy fire. I ain't even gonna
Oh,
lie to
for
you.
sure.
oh
I
yeah,
know.
Cold, cold. I'm like,
one day,
cold.
I love
one day
Monte.
for sure.
Monte's fire.
She changed her name.
She said, yeah, she did say her name.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She cold. I seen her on
She,
IG.
yup.
Yeah, she
So
be
straight.
snapping.
Yup. Be nice.
Yeah, she be
There's
snapping.
another one. There's another one that was featured on KB's album, His Glory and Lawful. I forget her name, but she was really nice.
Yeah, it's another chick. She be on IG. I forget. Dang, I forget what her name is. She cold too. It's a couple of them. It's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been shaking the game up for real.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to talk about, Bees?
Oh shoot, Larry made the car. I
Oh,
got
what's up with you?
I called I did an episode with Rail earlier today. I didn't know if you was up. That's why I didn't call you.
Oh,
And
that's lit.
we was talking about the Carter. We was talking about the Carter. How you felt about the Carter. And yeah, and there was a comment that I seen about something else we was talking about too. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you say?
He was defending the Carter.
He was looking at the Carter, but he didn't defend it. Matter of fact, he hit me this morning because he was watching our Carter Six debate.
Oh
He hit
yeah,
me this
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
He said we had him cracking up from the beginning of that joint all the way to the end.
He said we did.
Yeah, he said, yep. He
Yeah.
watched all of it. He watched all of it. Yeah. I was like, Like, bro, y'all got to keep doing that. Y'all got to do episodes all the time. That's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna hold you, but that was one of my favorite episodes to do for
Oh
sure.
yeah,
That
for
was
sure,
like
for sure. That
I
episode was
was
cool.
cooking. I was cooking.
Yeah,
Heck yeah, bro. So yeah. But hey, I mean, Lil Wayne gave us great content to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Even though the album wasn't great, you know. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
But you
So
know,
yeah,
a lot of fans were mad that he didn't this Kendrick on that album.
I mean, they was waiting for its
Like,
response, just like they waiting for a response for this Iceman. This Iceman, he better, he has to say something. Drake got to say something about Kendrick. If he don't say nothing about Kendrick, then it's gonna be crazy. So there was a lot of people who did expect Wayne to say something because of the Super Bowl pick and all of that stuff, but he didn't say anything. So it was, it's a major letdown for a lot of people. A lot of people not feeling that much.
they talking about one had one job, and that was to get the hell out of Kendrick.
But
They said one had one job, and that was to get Kendrick and stand up for Drake.
it's true. I thought he was gonna say something, honestly. I ain't gonna hold you. I did. But
Larry, did you know what you did last night, bro?
don't I didn't know around 6 o'clock. It's already ready to go.
What you say?
You see, I put it in the comments. I put it in not in the comments. I put it in the title. I told Real said I can't wait to see the episode. I said it's towards the end though. It's towards the end. And we was talking I think Larry, what did Larry say? Larry was talking about who was he talking about, Josiah? Was he talking about Jay
He's
Uso?
talking about the Jey Uso Gunther match.
Yeah, you was talking about the Jay Uso Gooser match, and then all of a sudden you start snoring on the phone. Josiah gonna say, Josiah gonna say, what a coincidence. Gunther, he made Jay Uso pass out and go to sleep, and he made Larry sleep. Oh,
Yup,
bro.
yup.
Oh
No,
my God.
On
It's
the
on
same
the
day.
podcast.
On the
It's on the
same day,
podcast,
same
bro.
time.
Oh, it's on the podcast,
Bro, it's
bro. Oh
hilarious.
my God.
Bro,
That
me and
junk
BZ were
had me
cracking up.
crying, bro.
I
Crying.
was
I
crying.
was crying. I was on the phone crying.
Have a good one,
Because
man.
at first, because
Yup.
at first when he heard, well, at first when he heard you snoring, he was like, "Beezy, did you sleep?" And I'm sitting there like, "What?" I'm laughing, and he was like, "I know it ain't Larry, bro." I was weak, bro.
Yup.
I was crying, bro. That junk had me cracking up
I
yesterday.
legitimately thought BZ had went to sleep. I was like, bro, is that BZ? I said, I didn't know he snored like that. I'm like, okay. Boom, boom, boom. And he ended
Man.
up testing me, you know what I'm saying? He ended up testing me, and then that's when you know I started cracking up. And had it still recording, bro.
Oh man. Josiah had to get you off the phone. He was like,
I
"Yo,
did.
go ahead and take Larry off the phone." I thought he was gonna wake up.
Yep. We thought
That's
he
so
was.
funny.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
Yeah,
is
I
he
thought you.
up? Because
Yeah,
there's
I
a
thought.
moment he was talking. I was like, is Larry talking?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
that was
That
funny.
was classic. Classic. Funny. Larry, you probably gonna go viral for doing that.
It's gonna get a lot of views for it.
you said what?
Crazy.
So you gonna probably go viral for doing that, bro. You was talking, and then here was what was even funnier. You like this man was talking about, I'm gonna call Roman Reigns. I'm gonna call Jacob
Oh no,
Fatu.
yeah. When Larry was doing that, bro, I was in tears. He's like, "Yo,
He
I'm
said, I'm
about
gonna
to
call
call Rikishi."
Rikishi.
Josiah was like, "What else you got to say?" He's like, "I ain't got nothing else to say to Rikishi. Was coming to my phone, to my text." I was like, "This cat Larry
My
is
man was mad. You
he's
hear
that
me? He was
funny,
That's
bro.
mad. Jay was. And
That
I
was
was ready
that's
funny.
what
for
I'm.
Larry to crash out. I was ready for Larry to crash out. I was like,
You
come
said
on,
what,
Larry.
bro?
That's what I'm saying. I really did like the people.
That's what I'm saying. I know you did. I know you did. I know you did.
Yup.
Yeah.
Cracking up, boy.
That was funny.
Yeah, I was weak.
Yep. Well, sometime this week I'm gonna get my hair cut. Get me some new
I'm about to get
clothes.
mine
You know what I'm
cut
saying?
on. I'm getting mine cut on Friday, I think.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
mine Saturday.
Friday.
Yeah, yeah. Get my hair
And you
cut.
confirm you're gonna be on foot, Josiah?
Huh?
And work Saturday?
No, I called off for Saturday and Sunday because my cousins having their graduation party this coming
Yeah, it's
weekend.
gonna be lit.
So,
It's gonna be lit.
yup, it's gonna be fire. Heck yeah. We're gonna eat good. You know what I'm saying? Someone making some good old dip, buffalo chicken dip.
So,
My mom
so
might
don't
make
get,
some cheese ball. Oh yeah, it's about to turn up.
so don't get nothing from God you Saturday.
You said what?
I said, so that means I can come bother you Saturday.
You can come bother me Saturday. No, you can't. I'm gonna be gone. What you talking about? I'm gone, bro.
You
You
should
can't
be,
bother me. You can bother me Sunday.
you should be gonna be getting your haircut Saturday.
What do you mean?
So
I
you
guess
should be
after he
home.
get his haircut, he going to the party. I guess I don't know.
By the way, let me plug something right quick. So, for those that don't know, I'm part of a business called Amway. We sell all kinds of different things like energy drinks,
Like crack
protein shakes,
cocaine. Ooh,
protein chips, not crack cocaine, but
yo,
BZ's funny.
that's
We got all kinds of different products, workout products, pre-workout if you're interested. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll text BZ, send him the link, so you guys
yeah,
can go ahead and support your boy on the website. I appreciate y'all. Much love. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, and same for BZ. BZ got a website. Y'all support him too.
Facts.
You feel me? Shirts, hoodies, jackets, caps, all that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But what y'all want to talk about
Let's see. Let's see. Uh, do you guys want to continue talking about what could come maybe after when it comes to Jay Uso and Gunther, as far as
Yeah.
what may happen after, or I mean what may happen next? I mean,
today? I don't know what to say about that no
Uh,
oh,
uh,
okay.
uh, I don't see how they say that.
How they say
Because
that?
I already did. I said I don't see how they say that situation because I already did the Aaron Judge.
Yes.
That's twice y'all done did them dirty.
Although it's 20, like I will say this, although 2025 has been a crazy year, I think 2024 really was a crazier year. Like some things about this year hasn't been as um I don't know. I don't think it was that crazy for real. I could be wrong.
You know, let me see if Rikishi responded to my message.
You said Rikishi responded to you?
I said, let me see if he did.
That is hilarious.
They went from having R-Truth coming back to Jey Uso losing the world title. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy
That is.
to do that as wild.
No, he didn't respond. Let me see
Yep.
it.
Just when you thought the other Eagles was back on track, they do another thing to make us all feel disappointed
Mm.
somewhat.
I was talking on very disappointed because Jay shows y'all top baby face. What y'all about to get part of the title back? Which nobody wants to see. So y'all trying to sacrifice Jim and make Cody look stronger again. And
Hmm.
put Cody Rhodes back in
Yep.
that top spot.
Yep. To redeem the title back. That's what it is. That's whack.
And nobody in their mother wants to see that.
Nope.
And giving Cody Rhodes the title doesn't even make sense anymore. To be honest with you, I don't even want to see him with that exact title on him anymore.
I don't think Cody goes after the World Heavyweight title. I think he goes after the WWE Championship as far as John Cena.
What you mean?
No,
But the World Heavyweight title is going to be
keep him,
covered for Seth and all them.
keep him away from that title picture.
What
I don't
topic?
care if he goes up. I don't care if he goes up the IC or the United States title or the tag titles. You keep him away from the world title.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Cause I don't know what friend he called up that asked that he had that told him he was a good champion. But whoever that was lied to him. Cause
Hmm.
one time you were not a good champion. The only thing you did was pull up and talk with the time. Then you didn't even want to fight people.
You know, we've
People
been saying Jay
had to
Uso.
force him to defend
Do
it.
we ever realize that we're calling Jay Uso Jay brother?
What you say?
Huh?
We're calling Jay Uso Jay brother
Why are we calling him Jay brother?
because Uso in Samoan language means brother.
Oh,
So
I
Jimmy
see.
brother, Jay brother.
I see
Yep,
what you did
that's crazy. We support a guy that by the end his name is Reed saying brother. We're calling him brother.
there. Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yep, yep. Still any more thoughts about that, or are we gonna move on to a different topic?
No, go to another one.
I know. I got plenty to say.
What you got?
Stupid, stupid WWE. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sacrifice Jey Uso like that. I'm so serious. I hope Roman Reigns don't come back because now y'all done ruined him coming back.
Hmm.
Do you think they ruined all the bloodline because of that?
Yeah, the only way I even see them fixing this,
You said the whole
the
blood?
only way for them to, the only way for them to fix this is to have Seth Rollins cash in on Gunther and take the title for him to lose it at SummerSlam to
That's
Jey
what
Uso by
I get.
having Roman Reigns show up.
Hmm.
That's a lot to say the whole bloodline did that.
And you can have Seth Rollins think he got Jey Uso down for the count at SummerSlam
Hmm.
and goes for the pin just for Roman Reigns to pull the referee out of the ring.
Yeah. My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Yeah, so then you can have Seth Rollins look at Roman Reigns and shock because he got rid of Roman. Just for him to look around to see what Braun Breaker and Big Johnson Lee is, just to find them put down by Zilla and Jimmy. Or if you don't put Jimmy in that, you can bring in Lance or Jacob's brother, Jeremy Fatu, the Zilla Fatu. You can have them lay them two out, and Seth Rollins looking at them still. Just for him to turn back another record to get in the ring, just for Seth Rollins to turn around and think he about to attack Jay, just for Jay to hit a spear on him and win.
Okay.
You ain't got no comment for us, this one?
Nope, that's how he feels. He's gonna stick to his SummerSlam theory. So I already told him how I feel about my SummerSlam theory. So I'm not going to try to steal him over that. I
Hold
just
on.
said my
Say your
piece
summer.
and keep it at that.
What is your SummerSlam theory?
I've
You
said
want
I want to
Roman
see
Reigns
Roman Reigns
versus
in the
Seth
match.
Rollins?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, you said Seth Rollins.
I said now only because of what happened with the whole entire Money in the Bank situation. But back then I said, okay, well, if you did it differently as far as Seth. Like we was debating whether or not Seth would face Jay when Jay was world champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are in a situation where we got two heels as the champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes me think like, what WWE? Our WWE is going to do two or three things. I've had in mind, and I'm basing off of one I watched when I watched Not Sam Wrestling. Two of them of my theory is either Jay regains the title back against Gunther in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions, or he goes towards the he goes through the ringer in the King of the Ring tournament, wins that, faces Gunther at SummerSlam and beats him for that belt, or say Gunther is champion throughout the next couple of months or so, and you give Gunther going against and you get Gunther going against Goldberg at SummerSlam
I don't want
for
to
the
see
world
that.
title. I don't want to see it
Okay.
either, but I've heard that theory.
My fault,
I think
y'all.
that's my least favorite. I'm not sure I see that
Yeah, I definitely don't
at
want to see
all.
that work.
Nope. I don't mind seeing the match, but for the world title, no.
I don't want to see the match at all. I'm done with
I
Goldberg,
get
bro.
it. I get it, but I feel like they're gonna do it.
I think
That's been the
Sami
rumor for a
Zayn.
long time.
I think Sami Zayn is gonna win the King of the Ring to go against Gunther because of that old story they had back in the day.
Semi versus Gunther at SummerSlam. Dang,
No,
it's like
ain't
we
they
looking
fighting
so
at night?
past. I don't want to look
Why
past
you
Jay.
keep
I hate to
saying?
have to talk about this because we're looking past Jay. Really, I don't want to do that to him.
Why you keep saying night of champ? I mean SummerSlam. Ain't it night of champions when they fight the champion?
No, Night of Champions is the next pay per view they're going to go to Saudi Arabia, and then
Right.
Crown Jewel
Which
will be
is
later this year in October, but not
no
Saudi
what
Arabia though.
no what I'm saying is the King of the Ring tournament ends at Night of Champions, right? Or is it
Yeah,
the
yeah.
so okay? Okay, I thought the King of the Ring tournament is already over and
So they
the
called it
champion.
King and Queen of the Ring last year, BZ, but they
Ah,
changed it to Night of Champions, and they're going to have the tournament be held there, which is
I
kind of
got you.
weird, but that's how they're doing it. Yeah,
I got you now. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. 'Cause they called it
I think they're
King of the
gonna
Ring. That's the
rekindle.
confusion.
I think they're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
I think they're gonna rekindle that Gunther and Sami Zayn feud that they had for the
Yep.
IC title and all that. They might bring that back because
Hmm.
remember Gunther lost to Sami. Sami took the Intercontinental title from him. They might let him take the championship from him.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to see it, but that might be the road they going.
But we
Hmm.
forget about we could see I could see Sami Zayn beating him just for his title reign to be short.
Mm,
Because Seth Rollins is gonna cash in.
I could see that too.
I don't think WWE is letting Jey Uso have a short title run like that. I don't think they're going to do that to him like that.
I
I
think
really
they
don't.
are.
I don't see you. I don't see WWE going okay for because the Intercontinental reign that was different. That's like, and I say it respectfully, like the Intercontinental title is considered WWE's like mid card belt. Like it's the title you win to set up whether or not you have potential at being world champion in the future. Maybe you have to win multiple times before you get towards the world title eventually. And Jay only had that briefly. So I'm like, why would you have him have the title that
He
brief
had it for
and
52
then World
days.
Heavyweight title so brief and he didn't really have that much of a run for it, like really with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way they're going to go. We're going to have Jay Uso lose the belt and we're moving past Jay Uso with any and everybody else. I don't like that. I don't think that's right to Jay. He's hot right now. Why would you want to sacrifice that? That don't make no sense to me. So
I don't think
if they're going that
I
route,
don't
I don't blame Rikishi for going off at Hunter and TKO or whoever else. I don't blame Rikishi for doing his
I don't
podcast.
I
I
don't
get it.
think I don't think Jey Uso I don't think Jey Uso loses a step just because he lost the title. I don't think he loses nothing. I think he's still hot. He accomplished something that he never accomplished ever. He accomplished that. I don't think his numbers go down. I mean, you lost to somebody like Gunther, which people put Gunther as one of the best in the WWE. I don't know why, but I'm a fan of him, but
Right.
to have him up here. So I'm like, just to lose to
But
somebody that that's
they
bad.
just completely messed up a good moment to put the to bring back Roman. That was
Why does Jay
a
Uso have to
perfect
factor
opportunity.
into bring back Roman is a problem?
No, you can bring Roman
Why is
back
that a factor?
anytime.
No, because it's like I told you before, what a lot of people were saying. When Roman was getting beat down, everybody was there to help them. But when they needed Roman, Roman was nowhere to be found. Because if you remember, the only one that Roman ever came out to help was Jimmy. He never helped Jay. He never helped Sammy.
He didn't need to help Jay though. Jay was thriving on his own.
No, I'm saying
Like
once they
I get what you're
even
saying, but there's no
got
need.
back
But that's
cool.
probably because there's no need for it. Sami Zayn will probably be different.
Yeah,
That's not he's not similar. But Jay is
it
different.
looks that way. But but it goes back to the same thing. We help you. Why not? Why don't you return that same help to us? What's so different about us?
Mm.
I get that. I don't think the WWE is messing up the plans for the bloodline because of Jey Uso losing that world title on Monday or last night, rather. Like he's not like I think he's gonna
No,
bounce back, bro.
because I'm saying it would have been a perfect setup after after that for some friends for Survivor Series.
Don't when you here's my thing. Here's the thing, and I don't know why we're getting away from wrestling tropes like this, but it should be. It's one of those tropes that I feel is necessary because it's realistic. Whenever you lose the world title, you should automatically get a top rematch. So
You
Jey
should automatically
Uso
what?
But they don't
shouldn't.
do it no more.
That's stupid to me. That's stupid to me.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you lose the belt and you gotta go? Like, I get it coming from a realistic point of view. If you're looking at it from a boxing point of view or UFC point of view, but this is professional wrestling, and I get they're not necessarily doing that no more. But I think they should bring that back because
Bring
Jey
what back?
Uso should not be falling off to the wayside, let alone not being in the top as far as world title contention. That's all I'm saying, BZ. I get him remaining hot. It's not going to necessarily do him that bad. I get all that. But at the same as that time, you're going to have people who are fans of Jey Uso questioning, will he ever get to the world title picture? Because I don't want, again, this is why I told you. I said I didn't want this to be another Kofi Kingston situation. No offense to Kofi Kingston. Love Kofi. But he only had 6 months, and he did well 6 months. I think he even had a better run than Jey Uso, to be perfectly honest with you.
He has
Jey
6
only
months.
lasted 2 months.
Everybody
He
here.
did 6 months. He did
Right.
6 months,
So
and then the way he lost was Brock Lesnar beat him in 6 seconds to cap off his end. And with Jay, what I'm trying to get is I told you, I said, well, I ain't say I told you. I don't want to say I told you so or nothing like that. I don't want to do that. But my point I'm trying to get is I don't want Jay to come across like a transitional champion. In other words, the kind of champion who wins the belt and they don't have a long-term plan for it. They have a long-term plan for whoever is their guy. And he's just a champion for right now for a foreseeable future until we go ahead and pivot towards the other guy. I don't like that. And I feel like Jay has been met with complete disservice. I agree with Larry. I kind of like to see his point. It's like, why would you have him be an IC champion for a cup of coffee? I think he was only IC champion for 2 weeks, mind you. And you give him
Yep.
2 months versus the 2 weeks that he was IC champion. 2 months as world champion. And it's just like, we're just
No,
going to move past Jay Uso and focus on everybody else.
You gotta remember, Josiah wasn't even he didn't even have it for 2 months. He only had it for a month and a few days. Because we're still in the beginning of this month. So it hasn't been a few months. And he won that title at the end of April. So he's only been champion for a month and a few days. It would have been 2 months if they didn't keep it until July.
Didn't we?
Like I said,
Didn't we?
I don't think
We
WWE's
already,
going to move past Jey Uso.
didn't we already come to an agreement, understanding that there's no more long-term title holders? We already established that.
They did it with Gunther. You heard what Michael Cole said. He had the title for 800 something days, and the X amount of days with ice title, and then that's the X amount of days with the world. Well, he had that mean thing with the world title, but you get my point. Like they like to do that with Gunther. They did with Roman not so long ago. I mean, I ain't probably gonna be done with Roman for a long, long time, but still, like they can do it if they want to. It's just I think the point they're trying to tell for Raw was we getting you guys tuned in. Jey Uso's the big deal, main event, this and that, third. We got that. And so with him losing, there has to be a reason for a payoff. I don't think you just have him lose the belt and
Why?
then we move on to the next.
Why?
I don't think WWE is doing it for the sake of pivoting for somebody else. I think they're doing it for the sake of getting fans clamor for Jey Uso to win the title back. And if you're big for Jay and you want to see Jay be champion again, you're going to probably root for him. Just like okay, for instance, when they let go of R-Truth, right? They let go of R-Truth. Everyone starts chanting "We want Truth" throughout the whole week until later that weekend we get him coming back on Saturday and
Okay.
come to terms with finding out he re-signed a new deal, things like that. So the fans, I'm not saying the fans gotta get everything, but the WWE will listen at times.
But the WWE fans seem like they ain't had no problem with him losing in the crowd. Because when they said get
Yeah,
Gunther in
well,
here,
while
they
we're online, yeah, on Twitter, yeah, that's true. But
yeah.
still,
So they didn't trip for one, and for two, the same energy y'all giving Jay Uso. If Jay Uso loses to Gunther 2 weeks, which situation is worse? If you're talking about holding the title for 51 days, Gunther will only be holding it for 2 weeks. They're not doing that either. So what are you talking about? It's not about to happen, bro. They're not about to let him snatch it, give it to somebody of the prestige of Gunther for him to lose in 2 more weeks. They're not doing that, bro. I'm just trying to let y'all know that right now. The WWE is not doing that. We already upset the fact that Jay only had it for 51 days, and that's Jay. You think they're gonna do that to Gunther? They're not going to do that to Gunther, bro. They're not doing that to Gunther. They just gave it back to him for him to get it snatched. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. And and
they don't
and
play hypothetical before with certain belts like in the past
so
where
that's what
they
I'm
have
saying.
guy go for
But so
belts.
that's what I'm saying. So if that's the issue, you can't know how short Jay Uso had the title
Hmm.
because they're doing it for everybody. Which, like I said at the beginning, the title reigns ain't about to be long no more. I just said that they're not long no more. You might have it for a month, you might have it for 2 months, you might have it for 30 days, you might have it for 20 days. It's going to change hands at all times because it's giving everybody an opportunity to have that on the top, on the top opportunity, and that's it. Because if they don't do it that way, like I said with the Gunther joint, when you look at the WWE, granted, you got Jay Uso who's selling more money, is making more money as far as merch than anybody, and that's with Gunther. But at the same time, when we look at all the wrestlers, they are putting Gunther over Jay Uso. That's just the honest truth.
Hmm.
That's just the honest truth. If you go and put out a bracket right now, as far as wrestling skill and all of that stuff, who they feel they want, that's the reason why they had. That's the reason why they had him at the Intercontinental title for holding it for as long as he did. Because they look at him
Hmm.
better than what they look at Jay Uso.
Hey,
They just
hey,
gave
Josiah,
titles
do me a
because
favor real quick.
Jay Uso was selling so much merch, so they were showing appreciation, so they got him for that. I guarantee that's what it's for. But other than that, as far as like skill set, they're not going like man, Gunther was he was putting on matches. He was beating everybody, literally.
I agree.
He was beating everybody,
Yep,
everybody. So that's why I'm like,
he was.
they kind of rocking with him more than they're rocking with Jay, which I don't, I mean, like when it goes down to that, that's when you start talking about the bloodline again, of course. You start talking about the family and all of that stuff, of course, because the family is the reason why the WWE is what it is. I agree with that, 1,000%. I ain't mad at that.
Hmm.
And Jay agrees with it. That's why Jay said what he said after he lost. They're like, bro, this is one of the best fighters that I've ever been in the ring with. Best, all that stuff, bro. He ain't never said that about nobody else he fought. Nobody else he fought. He's never said that about.
At least not publicly.
Or in public, yeah, in public like that. So that's why I'm like, bro, they're not about to just. And even though he was like, yeah, and I'm gonna run it back. But he didn't say, oh yeah, next week, Gunther, I promise I'm gonna get the belt back and da 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 da. He didn't say nothing like that, bro. He just said he was gonna run it back. But kept it moving. I think he was cool
Yep.
and content
Yep.
with at least having a title at least one time. I think he was cool and
Mm.
content with that.
Mhm.
Maybe not, maybe didn't like his run or how long it was, but he was
Mhm.
appreciative because him coming from where he came from, nobody expected him to even get it in the first place. He's always supposed to be a tag
That's
team.
like- And he said it too. He was like, "Bro, I thought I was going to just be a tag team wrestler for the rest of my life. That was just gonna
Yeah,
be it."
I wasn't even supposed to be here,
Right.
and y'all gave me the opportunity, and I had it. Maybe it was only for 51 days, whatever. But he said, I fought, I did my thing, I tried, I did my best. That's it. He said
Yep.
it. That's why I'm like, bro, they're not about to give it back. They're not about to let him fight him in SummerSlam and give him that title back. No, they're not doing that because if they do that, then Gunther's reign was shorter than King Jay's.
Yeah.
And now
That's
we
a
can't
fact.
judge
That's
it
a
at all.
fact.
Now we can't judge it at all. Now we like every person that gets a title is only gonna have a title for a month or two, and that's it.
Mhm.
And if that's what they
Josiah,
do, that's cool.
What's up? What's up, Terry?
do me a favor real quick.
What's up?
Look at Jay Uso's contract.
His contract?
Mm-hmm.
Jey Uso's contract with WWE was likely a multi-year deal signed right before 2025. He signed a new contract with the company in 2024, according to a report from Sportster. While the specific terms and the duration and salary have not been officially disclosed, it is not known that the contract extension came with a notable pay raise, according to MSN. So him and Jay, and they say him and Jim both did this too,
So when does it expire?
huh?
When
2020
does it expire?
last year,
Yeah, and he said signing
2024.
multi-year deal right before 2025. So before the year even like came into existence, he already signed a new deal.
Yeah.
It's not giving the terms as to like when his deal ends or when the month ends or how it's that multi-year deal. So that every time multi-year deal, that means he's gonna be there for a while. He ain't going nowhere.
I'll probably say a 3 to 5. Because he said he's about to be up on
Yeah,
the way out
that's
here
like
anyway.
right. That's
About
that's
three
a
to
three to
five.
five deal. Yeah. Yup. Because if it wasn't a multi-year deal, what they would say was okay, he would be only there for about a year or 2 years. It would say it. It would state that. So whenever you say multi-year, that means for like typically 3 to 4 or 5
Mm-hmm.
would be just yep.
Yeah, I was
So
about to say, if this contract is about to be out soon, I'm gonna say leave. Leave. If they ain't gonna treat them right, leave.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere. He been there too long. If he leaves, he's gonna
he
retire.
ain't
If
going
he
nowhere.
leaves, he's retire. That's it. But he already said that. He already said he got about a year or two left. So yeah, yeah. Everybody that I
That's
mean,
one thing that said he got to get too late.
Jay said it. Jay said it in the interview. Roman said it first. Jay said it after. Yeah, he said it too.
I don't know.
I'm about to see if I can find it. Yeah, 'cause he said it too. He was like, "Yo, I don't know if I got that much time left." Jay said it. I'm about to look for it. I'm looking for it right now.
We forget that Jay Uso is actually he's 39 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said it in the interview. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
he's
who
up.
said it. I'm trying to think what interview he said it with. That's what I'm about to find out right now.
Yep.
Dang, so him, Roman, and Jimmy are the same age.
Yeah, they were born the same year. Though I think Roman's older.
No, women just trying 31.
Age and physics.
I think.
So who will be 40 in August? Indicated that he feels the effects of his years in the ring, starting stating that this is the first time he felt age catching up to him. He reveals in the interview that he feels his in ring career is almost over. I need to find out what interview it is, but yeah, yeah. I'm trying. Who was it? Who was it? Wait, I'm trying to see who it was with.
Roman's 40, Larry.
Hmm?
About the inside of the Grand Champion.
Roman's 40. Jimmy and Jay were
I
born
thought
in
it was still
August.
young.
No, he's 40. Roman's 40. They're 39. They'll be 40 later this year.
Yeah, Jay will be 40 this year in August.
Yep. Jay and Jimmy will be 40.
Yeah, and if Roman is already 40, he about to be 41. If his birthday didn't pass off. His birthday just passed. He just turned 40.
Yep.
Roman Reigns' birthday was like last week or the week before, right?
Yeah.
Say
Reigns'
again.
birthday just
Yeah,
passed.
yeah. It's in May. Yep. It's in May.
Yeah, his birthday just passed, so he just turned 40. Jay and Jimmy turned
Yep.
40 in August.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. So I gotta find out what interview it was, but yeah, he did say that he was like, "Yo, it's catching up to him." So he about to get ready to get up out of here. He said his in ring career is about to be almost over. And look at his resume. He got a nice little resume. He was an Intercontinental title.
You do.
He got now he had the heavyweight championship. He was a champion before. You had uh what? He won the Royal Rumble. Yeah, he won the Royal Rumble, and he's the best tag team ever.
Hmm.
What else he got to go?
Yeah.
He fought his brother on WrestleMania like he said he wanted to. He fought his cousin Roman
Yep.
Reigns 2 times.
Yep.
So there's nothing
From
else
the
for him to do.
bloodline, he's part of bloodline story. Like,
Yeah, there's nothing else for him to do. Bro, he can leave right now if he wanted to.
he's had one hell of a resume.
His
If
resume
they was
is
to decide, hey, I want to retire like next week, he can't do that. I'm not saying I want him to retire. I'm just saying if he wants to, he can.
yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. I'm not saying I want to get
right.
him out of there, but he can. I mean,
Yep.
just off being the best tag team in the world ever alone,
Facts.
he could have left on that.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. Jimmy could leave like that. Like, bro, I was connected to the best tag team ever. I ain't got nothing else to prove.
Yep.
Mm,
This is true.
I don't know where she's at.
I don't got nothing else to prove. Like, bro, how many times? 15 time champion or something? Or 15 years? I don't know how many years they did it. But them in the New Day, best tag teams
Yep.
ever. They're longest reigning champions. All of that. Yeah, it's like that. They both can
Yep.
leave. And that's what I'll be saying. That's what I'll just be like, and that's what I'll be saying. Like, at the end of the day, we got to get prepared for these new up and comers because the WWE is really the new people because all the older guys are getting ready to leave.
You heard what Paul Heyman said about Brian Breaker? He said he might be in the main event for next with like 4 or 5 WrestleManias. They already
Oh
pulling
yeah,
high
he
on
might
him.
be. Yeah,
They
he
already,
could be the face. He could be the
that's what I'm
face.
saying. They already high on Brian Breaker. And I've been said this for the longest time.
A possibility.
Yep.
Mm, I put Trick Williams.
Yeah, him too.
It might be him too. It might be him too. That's what I'm
But
saying. But like,
what I'm
what
saying
I'm
is,
trying
it
to
ain't.
get is like WWE is reaching focus on the newer guys. Like the older guys really like Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns eventually are going to fade away. I hate
Yeah,
to
they're
say
about to
that,
be
but
out of here.
that's reality.
That's a
Truly,
reality.
like eventually,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, come on, like they have done it. Like their resume is amazing.
Yeah,
Both
they don't
guys,
gotta do nothing else.
and they came together in the Shield. And I'm gonna be real with you. When the Shield came around and they broke up, I was like, I don't know if WWE's gonna do them well as far as like justice on their own. I was like, nah. But guess what? They have all three of them. All three of them. All three of them have
Huh?
done well.
We only had that one.
So
Oh my god. Man, I'm cool, man.
but I'm gonna be honest with you, Beezy.
What's up?
I think low key, Jay may have actually had his best match with Gunther last night.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like in terms of him and Gunther like having their best match, this may have been their best match. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Hmm.
The amount of near falls that happened in that match, the selling, them trading back and forth, clean each other and super holes. I mean, it was like a very back and forth like one thing to the point where I couldn't fathom who was going to actually win. It was really good. So when Gunther won, I was like, oh wow, and, like it really did shock me. I was like, bro, I thought Jay was going to come out on the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because VA came on come out in the end. Oh my gosh! But still, like, it was real. It was a great match. I'm gonna be honest with you. Great match. They put on.
And I was just saying, so if you're a WWE booker,
Mm-hmm.
and they are planning on further anything that him and Gunther, what do you pick Jay? So if you had the ability to write the story,
If I had the ability to write the story, first of all, anytime a babyface loses a champion, like that's actually in a way, it's actually a good thing because then you can tell wherever direction you want to build them up towards to have them continuously get back to where they want to be, and that's be at the top. So to be at the top, you have to go through some more pitfalls, some more valleys and things like that. You got to go through some more, I won't say losses per se, but some more uphill battles to face. Right.
Hmm.
If I had the pen, I will write for Jay Uso to somehow, some way, earn his way. Maybe put him in the King and Queen. Sorry, not the Queen,
Wow,
the King of
King.
the Ring tournament,
Hmm.
right? And you put him in the King of the Ring tournament, and then that he wins that, and then you follow Jay versus Gunther at SummerSlam. And I know you don't want to see Jay versus Gunther, I get it, but that could be the definitive way of concluding their story. They'll bring it all full circle because remember, Gunther beat
no,
Jay prior to winning the King of the Ring
that's
last year.
I'm, I was asking you for that's why I said disputing Gunther. What would you come
Huh?
up with? If disputing Gunther, what would you come up with?
I can't hear you. Say it again.
I said disputing Gunther, what would you come up with?
Getting Gunther out the way.
No, if you don't, if, if you're not doing the Gunther storyline,
Okay.
you're not doing that anymore. If they tell you to come up with a new storyline for him, what do you come up with?
I would have Jay Uso support Sami Zayn to go about winning the King of the Ring tournament. But when Sami loses, instead of taking the Jay's words like to encourage him to like really set in his heart, he actually turns that like against Jay and beats him down. And then he can utilize that by saying you failed and you're a failure. I think you're more big of a failure than I am because we all wanted you. We all vouched for you to like carry this championship. And you couldn't like hold on to the weight. You couldn't measure the weight. You know what I'm saying? You let it go. You know what I'm saying? The moment you gave up to Gunther. And basically, that's how you pivot. So that's how you get Jay versus Sammy probably happen at SummerSlam. Like maybe book that. I'll probably maybe book that, and then that would be like a side feud for Jay for right now until we get back to the real top picture. That's what I do.
I, I think I think for me, I wouldn't even write it for Jay. I think the person that when they say the King of the Green qualifying match, I'm gonna swing it the opposite way, and I'm gonna put
Hmm.
Ron Killings in there. and he wins
I
King of the
like that.
to go after John Cena because I don't think they're gonna give John Cena a straight up match again
Ooh,
unless he earns it. So I think if he gets in the King of the Ring joint, I think you get that opportunity to do that to go against him again, or he gets another shot. For me personally, I would like to Ron Killings to win.
I
I
love
think
that.
he should win. I think he should win. I
I
don't
can
think
see
that's
that happening.
gonna happen, but it's something that they need that. If he gets to leave, if this is his last go round and he gets to leave on his own terms, I think they should allow him to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, I get that.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I think that would be
I
cool.
ain't
I
mad.
don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think that would be cool to allow him to get
Yeah,
his little
Rock.
title reign
Oh,
or get his little title opportunity, something like that, or whatever.
oh,
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
yeah, well,
That would be. Yeah, yeah. I can't really like boss you over that. I mean,
yeah,
our truth. I love Ron Killings. I don't. I mean, hey, he can have his work. So,
yeah.
yep, not hitting on that at all. It's crazy.
Oh, his new entrance is gonna be huge.
You
Since they
said
got
what?
Metro Boomin, his new entrance about to be huge.
You said his entrance is about to be weak.
No,
The
his new
Heat.
entrance is about to be
Oh,
huge.
yeah, it's about to be fire. I know that. I know that's about to be crazy.
Cause remember, they got a deal with Metro Boomin. You know, a truth rock, and a truth is spit.
Yeah,
So imagine him jumping on a piece from Metro Boomin and making that his new entrance.
Hmm.
That's gonna be hard.
yeah, that will be cold.
Yep.
Um, uh, okay, who you got?
So if they don't, I can't really see a clear path forward for Jay.
A what?
A clear path forward.
I don't know. Who y'all got? Um, okay, I'm gonna ask this. If this, okay, let me think. 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 Uh, if it was the last WWE match ever, and WWE was over, and you got to pick who you wanted to be in the match, who would you pick and why?
Depends on what type of match it is.
Oh, this a false count anywhere, false count anywhere, and false count anywhere.
So,
No,
so
no,
is,
no,
it- is
no, no.
this a
Don't do that.
is this a multi-man match?
No, it's only one on one, and you can use any person in the last. 20 years. Any person in the last 20 years in their prime.
in their prime.
In their prime.
You said Falls
And
Count Anywhere?
it's the what's that match where you can pin whoever get the most pins to five? No. Matter of fact,
The
erase all that.
five?
No, last man standing. Last man standing.
Ooh,
Last man
last man
standing.
standing.
The last
Mm,
it's the last match of WWE history is over after this. It's the last man standing, and they have a partner. They can have a partner that can come and interfere. So you get to pick two people for each one. One of the one main person is the main person fighting, but somebody can come and help them out as the backup.
okay. Give me Jay Uso, Zilla, and Jacob Fatu
So
versus.
okay,
Who got to pick first? Versus Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Big Boston Reed.
Hmm.
oh that's different. So no.
I'm gonna go.
Hold on, you did it wrong. It's one person and they have one partner versus another person and another partner. So it's only four people total. So
Oh,
if you so, so if you
okay.
pick
Give
Jay,
me,
the other person would be Jimmy as his helper, and then the other person then going against that person. It's tag team, but it's not really tag team.
give me Zilla. Give
Zilla
me
versus
Zilla and Jay.
okay, Zilla and
Zilla
Jay.
and Jay versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Okay, so who's the two main? Is it Seth Rollins and Jay, or Zilla and Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
Okay,
Seth Rollins and Jay.
all right, go ahead.
I like that. That's pretty solid. For me, I'm gonna go Jeff Hardy with Matt Hardy
Okay,
versus Kevin Owens with Sami Zayn.
okay,
I think Jeff and Matt will be fire. Sorry, Jeff and Kevin will be fire.
okay.
Like I know
I
Kevin
think
can perform his behind off. Jeff is a risk taker. Like bro, that would be fire.
okay. Give me. I would want to see Roman Reigns and his partner that could help would be the Undertaker versus uh I want to say I want to say Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt.
Hmm.
Okay,
So
okay.
It'll be Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton. But if Roman is running trouble, Undertaker's coming in, and if Randy's coming in trouble, Bray Wyatt's coming in.
Who's brain facing?
Randy's going against Roman.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Randy versus
the Roman
Roman,
would be fire.
and the backup is Bray Wyatt and the Fiend.
Bray Wyatt's the Fiend, or just Bray
Yeah,
Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt, Bray Wyatt, the one that came down at WrestleMania that fought against the Undertaker, that had the scarecrows coming off the joint. That Bray Wyatt.
Okay, let me ask this. Speaking of Bray Wyatt, real
Hold on.
quick.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, who's the more scarier character, the Undertaker or the Fiend, Bray Wyatt?
What's the question?
Who's the more scarier character?
Exterior character.
Yep.
As far as scary,
Yeah.
Undertaker.
yeah, Undertaker was yeah. Bray Wyatt got his moments when he was
Wait, what?
scary, but it was because of the mask involved. Undertaker didn't need no mask to be scary.
You said Undertaker?
Yeah, I'm picking on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with Undertaker too. But I like the Fiend though.
Because Because when you cut the mics off and the shit behind you, and
Yeah,
you hear that music, especially when it used to be back in the day, you know, like the Teddy Long thing, when you caught him in the car and made all that smoke coming to the car, he couldn't get out.
yeah. Mm,
Just cash showing here.
I'm trying to think.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I got the urge to go get back in the booth.
yeah, you trying to do what?
I said, I got the urge to go get back in the booth.
Yeah, man. I ain't been in the studio so long, bro. I felt naked. I
Yo,
feel
let me call you guys back.
all right.
Uh,
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy, Real Riley, host and content creator of the It's Been Real podcast. So, look, you guys can find me, listen to the podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any platform, right? And there are ways that you can support. Number one, if you want to send any amount of donation that you desire to, you can send it on Cash App. We made it simple at $ It's Been Real. That's $ITSBEENRELL. I had to make sure I spelled it right. But look, here's my favorite way for you guys to support, right? Go to my Instagram page and Real Riley, right? That's my name on Instagram. Follow your boy first, because that's just disrespectful if you don't. Follow your boy, like some posts, right? I ain't gonna think that you're weird, but hit the link in my bio. When you do that, you're gonna go to the Rail store. Now, when you go to the Rail store, you're gonna see some phenomenal things, right? Hey, we got some coffee. We got coffee mugs to go with your coffee. We got t-shirts, anything that you can think of, man, just to show your support for the It's Been Real podcast. So once again, I'm Real Riley. Thank you for your time, and follow those instructions, or we not cool. I love you. Have a good one.
Hello, my name is Laurie Stamps, and I'm the author of the books entitled Rejected Yet Loved, Volumes 1 and Volumes 2. Can you imagine going through your wedding ceremony, having your reception, and all is going well, and you wake up the next morning and the person you thought you married was not the person you married? That's exactly what happened to Jacob in the book of Genesis, chapter number 29. He was in love with Rachel and thought he married Rachel, but it ended up marrying her sister, Leah. So you know he was going crazy, but how do you think Leah felt? So volume 1 talks a lot about rejection, of how Leah went through rejection and how she overcame it. And it talks about my story of being rejected. And then volumes 2 goes a deep further into rejection. So check out Rejected Yet Loved on Amazon. Make great Christmas gifts. Not only am I an author, but I also have a financial business where I show people how to make and save money. I show people that you don't have to live from paycheck to paycheck. There's so many people that hate their jobs. I show people there's a better way. I show people how to establish their own business, how to have a budget, how to get out of credit card debt, how to prepare for your financial future, for your retirement. Are you ready to retire? Are you going to have money when it comes to retirement? I show people how to leave a legacy for their children's children. I would love to have a one-on-one free consultation with you and see how I can help you financially. Contact me at lauriestampsbiz@gmail.com. That's LauriStampsBiz@gmail.com. I would love to sit with you and prepare for you to have a great financial future. God bless you.
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man, I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you show it, that's for real. To me. And I can't keep it low-key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill.